Hello everyone. Today I am with Attiso Bhowmick and he is from West Bengal, a BSc Agriculture third year student at the University of Agriculture Sciences, Bangalore. He enjoys writing articles for different competitions. He even enjoys painting, coding in Java, and watching anime in his spare time. He is aiming to be a researcher in agricultural field. So how did this agriculture field excite you to become a researcher in that field?
First of all, when I became a student in agriculture in first year, I was a novice in that field. So I started reading a lot of books about agriculture. And the important thing is that at first I was not interested at all. But when I went in depth about the scientific principles regarding agriculture, then I grew to love that subject. Now I want to be a researcher in it, but I don't know how far I will go. Only future can
Oh,
tell about it.
definitely. If you have got now, started liking that field, I think you will become one day. And I hope so that you do. So,
Thank you.
all the best for that. And how did a BSc student come into the passion for writing?
Writing has always been my forte when I was in school, but I became disconnected with it when I came to college. But this 2020 has been a blessing in disguise for me because I was at home due to lockdown. So I was looking for ways to restart my passion in writing. So I googled different ways, like different article writing competition, and then Monomousumi came into Google search. So I entered it. I read the articles. I read about the competition, and that's how it all began.
So I think, yeah, in some way, 2020 and Corona has at least helped us in some way to reignite our passions, some things that we left behind. So sitting at home, we could finally, go through whatever we had left behind.
Yeah, yeah. That is.
So how many articles have you written till date? Is it just because for the competitions, or do you write as in a
Uh,
passion?
when I was in class 11 and class 12, I used to write novels. Till date, I have written 2 novels, but that was when I was in school, not in college life. I started writing only in third year when when I was at home. That time, I participated mainly in the competition, and I participated in one internship for 2 years in a company. There,
So,
I as a content writer.
those novels did not see the day of the light. It's just in your diary.
No, yeah, it's just my diary.
I think you should actually read it if you want, but yeah, don't keep it in your diary. People will love to read because you are pursuing BSc agriculture field. That's totally different. But in our heart of our heart, somewhere there is a writer, and if you
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
it in the diary, nobody will actually know about your talent.
Surely, I will do sometime.
So, how much time does it take for you to write a well-formed article?
First, I usually structure my article in first. I structure my article in different sections, like the introduction, the argument, then the reasons for it, then a conclusion, all these things. So first, I make a structure about it. It takes one day because I usually aim at winning the competition and not to just write an article for its sake. Then I research the next day about various topics in depth and write down the points in a notebook, and the next day I compile everything, then I write the article completely, then I check it for plagiarism, all these things. So it takes optimally 3 days to complete an article.
Definitely, a lot of time is needed to
Yeah.
refine what you are writing.
Mm.
So, since you have been one of the winners of the essay writing competition, and you told about the structure that you place your article in, how would you, suggest other people that what a well-formed article looks like?
Uh, First, I would like to suggest if anyone wants to come into article writing, they first study the articles of different winners, because when I first participated, I did not win. So I decided to survey the websites and read the winning articles. The winning articles can teach you a lot of things. Like my article was not divided into subdivisions. I learned that from seeing other articles. So I would suggest that pick up clues from the people who are winning. That way you can refine your own talent. And second is to do extensive research. Research is very important, and whatever facts and figures you are going to present in your article should have proper references, because references increase the authenticity of your article. And rest is your grammar and English, which will come only with time and practice.
And my next question would have been that how important is research in your articles?
Research is everything for me, because most of the articles I have written are analytical in nature. So and a lot of topics actually I don't even know. First time I'm hearing about them. So I have to first familiarize myself with with those topics, and only then I can write. So I used to first directly Google the article theme they used to give, and whatever used to come, I used to read them. And if any particular line or any particular point struck me, I used to immediately write it down in a notebook for future reference. So research is very important. And the second is, I would say, is the reference. Because if you are quoting someone's research, it's unfair to not to give reference or to credits to them. So whatever research you do, give the reference and credits, and that's all. Research is very important for me.
Plus, like you said, that you read other articles to form your opinions, because there are so many topics that we don't even know about. Definitely nobody has the knowledge of everything. We have to take the help of the internet or the book at some point of time to form our own opinions. So how do you like tell people that reading is as much important as writing? Because I think somewhere this reading habit or the passion for reading is, losing its charm.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely, you are correct, ma'am. Actually, reading, as far as I have seen, is losing its charm. And for example, in my college library, the number of people visiting and reading has drastically reduced since first year I'm observing. But the one thing is that knowledge doesn't come from birth. You have to acquire it by reading. If you want to write something good, you have to read even better. Only then you can write good. If you're reading at this level, you can write at least up to this level. Okay, so that's it. Reading is very important if you want to write something really good and when it's
Right. So any experience of yours where you genuinely felt that language has power?
yes. This happened in first year. So I was actually a very introverted guy, and when I went to college, I decided to change this. I wanted to improve my speaking skills actually. So I participated in a debate competition about e-waste management. uh, and it was an extempore debate competition. You cannot prepare it beforehand. The topic was given, so I thought I did not think of winning it. I just wanted to tell myself that I will participate in it. Whether I win or lose is not concern of mine, but I want to experience this thing, because the most important thing is to overcome your fears. And that day when I participated, I was really very nervous, the most nervous I've ever been in their life. But honestly, I will tell you, I'm not bragging about anything, but I won that competition actually. So by luck or by I don't know what's by God's blessing, I won it, and that gave me the push to explore my talents in writing and speaking. That's
You cannot say that you won it by luck. It's just your talent, and you have been very, very genuine enough not to say that. But still, good that you challenged your own fears, and at the end
yeah,
of the day, you came out victorious. So that's
yeah,
something really good. And yeah, language has power, and it taught you to overcome your introvertness
yeah.
and speak
Yes.
out. So that's something really amazing. So, what are your views regarding criticism? Do you think that they are necessary evil?
Yes, I absolutely like this thing, because most of the time when I write, I usually forward it to some of my friends or professors to review it, because I know that whatever I'm writing, I'm an amateur at, because most of the time I don't even know what I'm writing. So criticism is very important if you want to refine, because nothing comes out polished. You have to polish it repeatedly if you want to hone it in front of the world. That's why criticism, I think, is according to me, is very important.
Right, we are not professional writers and we have different fields of work. Like you are pursuing your agricultural field, and we have different fields and jobs to work for. So, definitely, getting criticized is something, if we take positive, then it helps us improve actually. At the end of the day, if we take the positive points out of the criticism, then definitely our writing will improve at some point of time. So yeah, if we have that mindset, then definitely criticism is necessary. So do you think that someone who does not feel strongly cannot be a writer? For being a writer, you need to feel strongly. Do you think that?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Being a writer means you must know what you are writing. That's the most important thing. You must have a clear goal that I'm going to write about this topic. So, so feelings are not that important. If you know, if you think that yes, whatever I feel, I can pen it down. I can put my thoughts into words, and that's all it requires to be a writer.
Right.
Yes,
If you have ideas, if you have thoughts, and if you have done your research, then definitely you will be a writer. It's not that hard. I agree.
yes, ma'am.
So, for you, what's the most difficult part of writing an article?
The most difficult part of writing an article is I felt that my articles are too technical. Sometimes I used to lose the competitions because most of the winning articles had a personal touch, which I tried my best to give, but could not. Like most of my articles will feel very cold if it is a informal article. I think giving a personal touch to my article is really something which I have to work on myself, at least on read.
At least you know your where
Yeah.
you are lacking, and you can work on it. There are some people who don't even know what's the problem they are facing. So if you know your problem, then definitely there will be a solution. So that won't be much of an issue. Now, how will you correlate your science field to your passion for writing? Do you find any correlation between these two?
Yes, and there's a huge correlation actually. So most of the articles, the trend I am seeing now is the articles in which I write are basically problem-solving articles. Means what such solutions can you suggest for this problem and that. So my experience with science can help me to means understand the problem and fix solutions for it. Like one article I wrote about how to means improve the improve the agriculture scenario of our country. So I am not from BTech, but still I included technology in it. Why? How can I do it? Because I know about the science behind IT sector and technology. That's why I could do it. So science is very important if you're writing articles, and equally important is English according to me because uh, properly being able to properly express yourself in writing is very important. Okay, that's it.
So yeah, definitely the thought that's in our head needs to be on our paper, and if we don't have that command over what we are writing, then definitely there won't be any impact that we have with our readers as well. So let me ask you something: that who has been the biggest inspiration for you so far? Do you have any inspirational, idol or anyone who supports your views and passions?
My inspiration has been my sister actually. Uh, as I mentioned before, that I used to write novels in class 11 and 12. So she used to means correct my grammar in those novels. She used to take a red pen and check each and every line. That yeah, see, you have made a mistake in the tenses. You have made a mistake in the nouns and pronouns. So she has been a really big inspiration for me to actually means improve my writing skills.
Then I'll definitely say that those novels should see the light of the day because she also invested a lot of effort behind that. So yeah, do try to bring it out and you'll find
Okay.
readers. So lastly, do you have any message for the future contestants and participants of such events that you want to share?
Yes, I actually have a message. When I first started writing about this, I was a total novice, and I used to fear away from the competitions. The message I want to give to everyone is that competitions are everywhere. Okay, be it in writing, be it in life, everywhere. So if someone is participating in an article writing competition, so just do not fear away by seeing the number of competitors or the degree or the level of the competition. Just try your best. First few attempts will be a failure, but learn from them, learn from the failures, and learn from the winners. Then only you can improve yourself, and someday you can also win. That's the message I want to give to everyone.
Right. If we look up then definitely we'll reach there someday. So yeah, it
Yeah.
was lovely talking to you. Thank you for so much, like talking to me, and your views were really amazing. And I had a lovely time chatting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.